The armor of God fits good on me. It makes me strong as I can be. I can stand against the enemy, 'cause the armor of God fits good on me. Put on the belt of truth, my good news boots, getting dressed and ready to go. The shield of faith, the sword I raise, God's word is what I know. With all my might, I'll do what's right with the armor of godliness. My helmet's on, my salvation, now I can stand strong and pray. 'Cause the armor of God fits good on me. It makes me strong as I can be. I can stand against the enemy, 'cause the armor of God fits good on me. Put on the belt of truth, my good news boots, getting dressed and ready to go. The shield of faith, the sword I raise, God's word is what I know. With all my might, I'll do what's right with the armor of godliness. My helmet's on, my salvation, now I can stand strong and pray. 'Cause the armor of God fits good on me. It makes me strong as I can be. I can stand against the enemy, 'cause the armor of God fits good on me. The armor of God fits good on me. Good on me, good on me. The armor of God fits good on me. Good on me, good on me.
Clap our hands and praise your name, Jesus. We follow you for all our days, Jesus. We clap our hands and praise your name, Jesus. We follow you for all our days, Jesus. Left, right, we follow day and night. Hands up, hands down, let out a shout and spin around, yeah. Let out a shout and spin around, yeah. Clap our hands and praise your name, Jesus. We follow you for all our days, Jesus. Clap our hands and praise your name, Jesus. We follow you for all our days, Jesus. Left, right, we follow day and night. Hands up, hands down, let out a shout and spin around, yeah. Let out a shout and spin around, yeah. Where you call us, where you lead us, we will follow you. Where you call us, where you lead us, we will follow you. Where you call us, where you lead us, we will follow you. Where you call us, where you lead us, we will follow you. Left, right, we follow day and night. Hands up, hands down, let out a shout and spin around, yeah. Let out a shout and spin around, yeah. Let out a shout and spin around, yeah.
You shall not give false testimony against your neighbor. Hey guys, it's me again, Douglas, and today I wanted to talk to you about the 9th commandment, the second to the last of the 10 commandments, which says you shall not give false testimony against your neighbor, which is basically just saying that we should not lie. We should tell the truth. And sometimes we call telling the truth honesty. Yeah, and honesty is really, really important to God. God is always true. God never, ever lies. And we should be like God. We should be honest and true. Because, man, lying can get you into all kinds of bad situations. Always better to tell the truth. You know, I don't usually have a hard time telling the truth. I'm usually a pretty truthful person, unless I'm, going to get in trouble or something like that. Then it's hard for me to tell the truth. But, man, my little brother, Steven, he will just lie about anything. Like, if you ask him how old he is, he's probably not going to tell you the right age. Or if you ask him what he did yesterday, he'll probably just make up some kind of story. I don't know why he lies so much, but he lies all the time, and he's always getting in trouble for it. But I'm definitely not perfect. You know, I have lied, and I do lie. Everybody's lied at least once, except for Jesus, because Jesus was perfect. But there was this one time, I don't even know why I was doing it, but there was this little corner of the wallpaper in the hallway that was kind of peeled up just a little bit, just like a teeny tiny little tear on it. And sometimes when I'd walk by it, I'd go, whip, and I'd tear just a little bit more of it. And I would just keep doing that, and I'd tear a little piece off, and I'd tear a little piece off, and I'd tear a little piece off, until there was this big, big spot missing in the wallpaper. And, my mom noticed it, and she pulled me and Steven downstairs, and she said, "Has one of you boys been peeling on the wallpaper up in the hallway?" And she looked at me, and I was like, "Nope, wasn't me." And she looked over at Steven, and he said, "No, I didn't do that." And, my mom thought that Steven was lying when I was actually the one who was lying. And so Steven got in trouble. He didn't get any dessert that night at dinner, and I felt really bad, because I wasn't necessarily wanting Steven to get in trouble. I just didn't want to get in trouble myself. So I went to Steven that night, and I said, "Steven, I'm so sorry you got in trouble. I was the one who peeled the wallpaper." And he said, "I knew it was you." And so Steven ran over to my mom and dad's room, and he said, Mom, Douglas just told me that he was the one who ripped the wallpaper." And my mom said, "That is very mean, trying to get your brother Douglas in trouble like that." And so she grounded him from dessert for 2 days after that. And she thought he was lying about that, but he wasn't. I did tell him that, but she thought he was lying, and I felt so bad. But it just kept getting worse and worse. I couldn't go tell him now because, now the lie was just too big. He had gotten in so much trouble. I couldn't even imagine how much trouble I was going to get in. But I finally decided that I needed to go tell my parents because Steven kept getting in trouble for something that I had done. And so I went and I told my parents, and they were very upset with me. They were glad that I told the truth, but I got in a lot of trouble. No dessert for me for a whole week. And so after I told the truth, Steven went up to my parents and he said, "Okay, well, I feel like I should get more dessert tonight and tomorrow because I didn't get dessert today or yesterday, and I didn't do it." And they said, "Well, Steven, the reason we thought it was you is because you're not very trustworthy. It's hard for us to believe you when you lie often. So we're sorry that we blamed you, but you should be more truthful." And man, that was like a double whammy of lessons learned for me anyways, because, I learned that I need to be truthful because lying can hurt people. Yeah, really badly. And I didn't intend to hurt my brother by lying, but he got hurt by me lying because my parents thought that he was the one that was lying. And so he got in trouble for something I did. And really, if you think about it, if I say I didn't whip the wallpaper, I'm pretty much saying Steven whipped the wallpaper. So I wasn't trying to get him in trouble, but deep down I wasn't trying to not get him in trouble, if you know what I mean. But the other lesson is that we need to be truthful, not just because lies can hurt people, but we need to be truthful because we want people to believe us. Yeah. And especially as Christians, we need to be truthful because we have the most important truth to share with the world ever, and that is the love of God. If you go around lying all the time, and then you say, "Yeah, I believe in God. God is real," do you think they're going to believe you? No. Even if it's true. If you lie all the time, but you say the truth about one thing, they're not going to believe that one thing. And so my challenge to you guys today is that we would be honest, that we would tell the truth, and we would not lie. Because lying can hurt other people. It can hurt ourselves. It can hurt our credibility, like our ability for other people to trust us and believe us. Being honest is so important. So I hope that you will join me in working hard to tell the truth.